Let's walk through these homework, see how we do. Please feel free. Man, that's getting dimmer and dimmer. Huh. All right. So I'm just going to read down each column. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, reading down the first column for standard form. First one, standard form is -10. Number 2, standard form, 4x plus 7. Number 3, standard form is 6x squared. Number 4, standard form is x squared minus x minus 3. Number 5, standard form is -11x to the third plus 8x squared. Number 6, standard form, it's already written in, so 5x squared plus 2x minus 14. 7's already in standard form, so x. Number 8, standard form is -2x to the third minus 4x squared plus 11x. Number 9 is already in standard form as 2. Number 10 standard form is -5x squared minus 3x plus 2. You can combine the x's together on that one. Okay, and then going down the next column for leading coefficient. So leading coefficient for number 1 is just -10. Number 2 is 4. Number 3 is 6. Number 4 is -1. Number 5 is -11. Number 6 is 5. Number 7 is 1. Number 8 is -2. Number 9 is 2. Number 10 is -5. Name by degree. So number 1 is constant. Number 2 is linear. Number 3 is quadratic. Number 4 is quadratic. Number 5 is cubic. Number 6 is quadratic. 7 linear. 8 cubic. 9 constant. 10 quadratic. Number 1?
You also give your name down.
We go down the whole name?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right. So now, last one. Name the number of terms. So monomial, binomial is number 2. Number 3 is monomial. Number 4 is trinomial. Number 5 is binomial. Number 6 is trinomial. Number 7 is monomial. Number 8 is trinomial. Number 9 is monomial. And number 10 is trinomial.
Look at like 1, 2, 3, stuff like that. So
any well, hit mono, bi, and try on that at least. Mono, bi, try. Which one?
name by degree.
Number 9. Name by degree. It's 0 degrees, so it's constant. Number 8 is whole row, so number 10, it's a constant. Number 11 is linear. Number 12 is quadratic. Oh wait, I'm making up numbers. Number 1, constant. Number 2 is binomial. Number 3 is, I forgot what I'm talking about. You're not here today. How are you, man? Good. I'm sorry, I just goofed that up because I'm late. So number 10, or 3. Yeah. I'll start also. Number 1, naming by degree. It's a constant. Number 2 is linear. Number 3 is quadratic. Number 4 is quadratic. Number 5 is cubic. Number 6 is quadratic. Number 7 is linear. Number 8 is cubic. Number 9 is constant. Number 10 is quadratic. Anything else from that that sheet we need to hit upon on the grid? Yo. Standard form all the way down? Yeah. Okay, number 1, the answer is -10. It's already in standard form. Number 2 is 4x plus 7. Number 3 is 6x squared. Number 4 is x squared minus x minus 3. Number 5 is -11x to the third plus 8x squared. Number 6 is 5x squared plus 2x minus 14. Number 7 is x. Number 8 is negative 2x squared minus 4x squared plus 11x. Number 9 is 2. Number 10 is negative 5x squared minus 3x plus 2. Anything else on that grid you need to see? Yeah.
So use how number 2 is linear. Would you be able to do like just an easier way to find it? It's just like put like 7 over 1 and then you know like it's like if you were to graphing it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you graphed it, it'd be a straight line because it's x to the first power. All right. Moving on. Number 11. So we're just combining like terms. So it says simplify and classify by the degree and number of terms. So number 11 is going to become negative 3x to the third minus 5x squared. So that is a third degree binomial once you combine your like terms. Some of you have earbuds in, please take those out. Number 12, I can combine like terms. So that's going to become negative x squared plus 4x minus 14. So that is a second degree trinomial. Some of you still have earbuds in, please take them out. Number 13, combining like terms, I get 4x squared minus 10x minus 6. So that's a second degree trinomial. Number 14, combining like terms, I get negative x squared plus 8x plus 1. So that's a second degree trinomial. Number 15. Thanks. I'm on 15, right?
Yeah.
So I get negative 4x to the third, combining like terms. Negative 4x to the third plus 4x squared minus 7x. That's it. So that's a third degree trinomial. The positive and negative 9 cancel each other out. Yeah. 4x squared minus 10x minus 6, second degree trinomial. Number 16, combining like terms, you get 15x squared minus 12x. So it's a second degree binomial when you combine like terms. 17, the perimeter, so all the sides are x plus 3. So if you were to find the perimeter, bless you, you get 4x plus 12 is the perimeter of number 17. Number 18, if the top is x plus 6, the bottom is x plus 6. If the right or left side is x plus 3, the right side is x plus 3. So I'm going to get 4x plus 18 is the perimeter on number 18. 4x plus 18. Add them. Because you have x plus x plus x plus x and 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. Yeah?
Can you go over 14 again?
14. So combining like terms, so it's going to be negative x squared. And then 6x and 2x makes 8x. So negative x squared plus 8x plus 1. So it's a second degree trinomial because there's 3 terms. Second degree because there's raised to the second power is the highest. Flash. Anybody else need anything? Going once? Twice? Sold to the kid who just put earwax on his phone. Ew. All right, pass them up. Make sure your name's on, please. So that's already in standard form. Number 6 is already good, so just rewrite that 5x squared plus 2x. That's in standard form, so that's just x. That's negative 2x to the third plus 11x. So negative 2x to the third minus 4x squared plus 11x. All right, not too much on notes today, but it does have quite a bit of content. So we'll make sure we're covering this. 3, 4, 5 for you. Should be a front and a back to that. Just double check, make sure I have that right. Overall, I think the test went really well, so good job. Make sure, and again, this offer stands for anybody, I get here early. If you want to come by before school, I'm in my office, West 439A, before school every day, except for Friday. If you want to just do your homework there, I got a couple people that have started doing that, which they're starting to see improvement. You know, why did they see improvement? Because, hey, can you explain number 2? I don't really get it. I'm right there. Versus at home when they don't do it. Yeah. The lowest score between all my classes was, I think, a 4 out of 57 or 54. Yeah. I was surprised they got the name right too. So it's like, man, how do you get a 4? But I don't think it was any of you guys and girls. All right. Polynomial equations and factoring, adding and subtracting polynomials. Okay, so the big thing is when you work with these, you need to combine like terms. So when you're just adding them together and there's nothing in front of the parentheses, you can just drop the parentheses straight down. So this first one is just going to be 3x squared. I'm just dropping the parentheses plus 8x minus 15. I'm not distributing anything over the parentheses here. And then we combine any of our like terms. So, and we want it descending order. So my highest exponent is x to the third. Okay, so I've already used that. And then I have 3x squared and 6x squared, so I can add those together, 9x squared. Notice the exponent didn't change at all, because you're just counting them. And then 8x and 8x, that's plus 16x, and minus 15. So this would be called a third degree, because its highest exponent is the third exponent, third power. And this would just be a third degree polynomial. Okay, once you go between monomial, binomial, and trinomial, it goes to a polynomial. Okay? Next problem down. We have 4x to the fourth. So I'm going to rewrite this, not having parentheses. So I'm rewriting the whole first part. I'm not distributing anything over these parentheses. They're just grouped for whatever reason. Okay, and then we need to look through. My highest exponent looks like 4x to the fourth. Okay, so that's taken care of. And then I have an x to the third, so plus 8x to the third. So notice how it's descending with the, yeah.
You're not combining them because they're 12x to the second.
12x to the second, I'm going to take care of that one and that one. So I'm going to combine both of those, so I'm going to count them up. So that makes 21x squared. But I'm just trying to put it in descending order. So 4, 3, 2, and then I have here and here, so that's minus 7x. And then that one and that one, so that's plus 1. So this is a 4th degree polynomial. Okay, 4th degree because it's raised to the 4th power polynomial. My leading coefficient on the top one is 1, because what's in front of the x third? A 1. My leading coefficient on the second one is 4, because the 4 is leading the x to the 4th power. Any questions about both of those? So you're combining like terms. Like terms have to be the same letter. That letter also has to be the same exponent. Okay? Is that all right? Good? Can I move to the next slide? We're already on the back side, huh? All right, pay attention to signs. Ooh, I can't see sign. It is. So what's onto the star? There's nothing there. There might be a drag out. Okay, so if we're going to pay attention to signs, we've got to make sure we do this. I can drop this first set of parentheses because I'm not distributing anything over those. So I get negative 2x to the third plus x plus 4. But then it changes a little bit. This negative distributes here, here, and here. So that negative changes any of the preceding signs. So that was positive 2x to the third, so now it's negative 2x to the third. This was a positive 3x, now it's a negative 3x. This was a positive 9, now it's a negative 9. You see how those signs changed? Because I distributed a subtraction sign over the parentheses. From there, I can combine my like terms. So let's see. Those are like terms. So I have negative 4x to the third. Uh-oh, I'm going to run out of room, so I'm not going to put it right there. Negative 4x to the third. And then combine that and that. So that gives me x added to negative 3x is negative 2x. And then 4 combined with negative 9 is negative 5. There's our answer. So that is a 3rd degree trinomial. What's my leading coefficient on that one? Negative 4. Good. Negative 4. Good. Okay. And we move down to the next problem. I can drop the whole first set of parentheses because I'm not distributing anything over. But on the second one, I have to distribute this negative here, and here, and here, and here. So all those signs change. So the negative 7x to the third turns into positive 7x to the third. The negative 2x squared turns into positive 2x squared. The positive 2x turns into negative 2x, and then the negative 5 turns into a positive 5. So note how the signs in here changed out there. Is that all right? I do have like terms. So again, like terms have to have the same exponent. All right, so let's see. Looks like the third power is my highest. So 5x to the third and 7x to the third combined together give me 12x to the third. And then this and this. What do those do? They cancel out. I don't have to write anything. I don't have to put 0x squared. I don't have to put them. And then I have this one and that. So that gives me negative 8x. And then positive 5, so plus 11. So this is a 3rd degree trinomial because there's 3 different terms. My leading coefficient is 12. Seem good so far? Yeah.
How did you get
So negative 6x combined with negative 2x. I'm just combining them together. So how many negative x's do I have? I have negative 8 of them. See that? We good so far? I like it when we only have 4 slides. All right. Last slide. Ready? All right, terms to look for. You have to keep in note of your positives and negatives. Okay. Factors, look for multiplication. Okay. So are the following collections of terms, factors, or both? Well, I don't know. I don't know what that really means, but let's see. 5x to the third plus 8x to the second minus 9x plus 12. There's nothing to put together because they're all unlike terms. So I guess it was a collection of terms. So I think on the second one, because you have this, see how that happens on both?
Yeah.
They're the exact same thing, x minus 3, x minus 3. I'd say that has to be factors. And then on this one, then nothing's the same. I mean, we're just multiplying 3 binomials together. So I guess those are, gosh, are they terms? On both of it? I don't know. I'll call it a both. I'm gonna put the question mark because I'm not quite sure what that stood for, but I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, find the sum or difference, then classify the result by degree and number of terms. Okay, we've just done that. Find the perimeter of each shape. We just did that. Find the perimeter of this triangle. Okay, okay. Classify as a collection of terms, factors, or both. I don't know if we want to terms, factors, or both. You know what? I'm not a big fan of 13, 14, or 15. So this is what I'm going to give y'all. We'll do page 41. And I think if you did, it's 41 and 42, but what do you notice about 42? There's nothing on it. So I'd say, why don't we just do 1 through 12? And that'll take out this part of the, I'm not sure why what they're trying to reach for there, but I don't like it. We see those on it. If we get a definitive answer, we'll go over that answer. If we don't, we'll skip those if we have it on a quiz. But I can't see that as a major learning point in math. Is that all right? So why don't you take that opportunity to work on that page 41. You got plenty of time. I bet you many of you get it completely done. We'll call that good.